Okay, here we go. Let me move the light over so you can see it better, maybe. And there we go. The rim's on and back on with the painted yellow center caps. The only other thing I could have was debating whether it was to get in there and do the little, tiny little bolts, the lug nuts, whatever, to hold, obviously the wheel to hold the wheel to the car, to the, yeah. But I don't want to risk messing it up. It's such a small detail that I think it's a little bit much to go in there. I mean, I could, but I really don't want to. I think this is good enough. I think this gives you just a little accent. That and yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. You know, I was debating this. I was thinking, I gotta remember how this was made. I was thinking, I think there's like a solid black piece in the back, and conversely, maybe could figure out if there's a replacement for that to make it into a transparent or clear, so then you can actually see through the back. But it's not really necessary. You know, most of the time you're going to be viewed from the side or kind of like this, anyway. So it's all good. And yeah, I really like digging the custom side skirts. That's what I just did. And oh well, that's what I just did. And then that was just before that. And before that, the only other mod I did from off of this was to uh, change these. They were black before, and I just didn't like the look of that. Just like those big black sections, like a little negative cutout compared to the rest of the yellow body. And so again, I swapped the back pieces that were similar to the ones up here, but I used the one from from the back there to put over here because they're angled up, so they need to angle down. So that's why I took that and flipped it down. So I go here, and the same with the other side. And then I found some yellow Lego, 1x1 tiles, and then because of the way this piece is done, it's different than the black piece I replaced. That was I basically had to add an extra 1x1 plate behind there so it would fill up that space basically, and then it would attach to the stud that's on the back. And there is another stud behind, at least one more behind this one too, to match up to give it the same level. Otherwise, that would be more sunken in. I mean, that's a given. That's the way it was built, anyways. But I left it black in the back, but recently you can't really see it so in there. But I recently just changed it to black to yellow, just to match the body, and yeah, I think that was better. Even though you can't see it, I think it's just better for it. And that's basically it. Everything else is basically stock as it came from the Mattel Brick Shop, kit for this. Is it 2014? I forget what year this thing was supposed to be. It's 2000 something. As 2000. I gotta get in there and clean up that little bit of dirt that's in there, or is it? No, it's not. It's just the way the brick is made. That's actually a gap. That's like it's like straight and it goes down. You kind of make it out. Okay, it's not dirt. So, anyways, there we go. I think I can finally call this done now. I think this is a good part to stop. I was thinking if I could change this to yellow, also would be kind of cool, but they don't make Lego pieces, not the ones on the side that are this one and that one. Yeah, and it's just not worth it to get in there. It's just the way that it attaches. It looks good. It's just like I can't imagine being just a black, or maybe even you can imagine it could be because it's dark. It could be a carbon fiber, front spoiler or splitter on the front. So that's fine. And I also debated changing these to yellow, but it looks good in black, and I don't need it to be, yeah. it's fine. I think this area really needed the most work, in my opinion, and so I did it. And there we go. I don't know what you guys think. Kind of a long series. I know I dragged it out, but I just go through the process of my ideas, what I'm thinking, why I want to mod it, and how I basically figured out how to do what I wanted to try to do, especially this bottom part here. I had to rethink it for a little bit. I didn't think I could do it, and then I figured out a way, and I think the results are pretty darn nice. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see what's next. I don't think I'm doing anything with the Civic. I'm pretty happy with where it's at. I don't think there's no way to. There might be a way, but I don't think I really want to get into adding. Well, I could probably do something similar to that, and add a set of side skirts, maybe. If I took out that tile there and use that technique that I applied there to this guy, though this would probably be tricky to remedy here. Like, how would I get the side skirts to go under there? I have to think about that one. Maybe. That's the only other thing I could think of, is maybe just add a little bit more of a body kit to the bottom of it, and I think that would look pretty sick. Looks mostly doable. I just have to figure out this thing to change it up a little bit so that it can get another tie, whatever these pieces are here, to go under there. We'll see. I'll think about it and see if it's actually if I can actually do it. Otherwise, I do like having just cleaned up this part. Well, those stupid studs and the transparent piece. Just went with just a plain black 2x6, 2x3 tile, and yep, that just cleaned that up nicely. And then also the back here, I don't like the duck tail. If it had gone straight back more, I probably would have been okay with it, but the way like the die cast that comes with it didn't really go up like that, like as much as the angle that this thing does. That's just way too much for my taste. So I'd rather just clean it up and make it look like a small, either no spoiler, or you can consider it one of those stock kind of built-in ones that, just a bit of a very short lip or spoiler, if you can consider it that, and just kind of comes off the back. Nothing major, but it just gives a little something on the rear top of the roof. And yeah, we'll see. Make it a dual exhaust. That might be doable if you switch this to a smaller piece and add this, but that I'm not just concerned about. I'm used to seeing these with one exhaust tips anyways, single exhaust tip off the side, or maybe a dual off the side, but one fairly fat one does the job. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. That's it for now, brother. Thanks for watching.